What is up, YouTube? This is Mike, also known as Flash, and I'm bringing you another gameplay and commentary today. Today we have Hardpoint Standoff, and really this is going to be another rant video. I'm going to keep the league play videos to MLG, UMG, competitive basically gameplays, and then the public matches will be just real casual, life talks, whatever comes to mind and things. But today I really want to use this video and talk about UMG, MLG, the upcoming events. If you haven't heard, earlier this week, probably Monday or Tuesday, UMG had announced that they're going to have their UMG championships in Dallas, Texas, and that's going to be a $20,000 event open to anyone who wants to come. There's going to be an online seeding tournament, I believe. So that was going to be the big event and everyone was preparing for. And a few days later, MLG came out and announced their full sale $10,000 invitational. It's kind of like the PAX West event that they're about to have in Seattle, only it's on the East Coast and it's invite only to top teams with the most pro points. And it's causing a big problem in the competitive scene right now. And I just wanted to touch on that. I usually do my commentaries about things like this a day or two after it actually happened, so it's not breaking news. So I get like the facts and things like that, so I'm not saying bullshit, basically. So what is happening basically is most of the teams right now are committing to going to UMG. And you know, that's just because UMG has a bigger prize pool. UMG actually did come out and say it first, and I believe that the players want more organization, more like, you know, different organizations to support esports and stuff, and don't want MLG to monopolize it. So that's why they're going to support UMG, as UMG is doing nothing but growing, and they're getting better every event. So with that being said, you know, this is an invitational, the full sale event hosted by MLG, and the teams that are going to get invited, for example, two of them are Unite Gaming and Team Envious, and they have already said that they're not going to go to MLG, or unless it gets rescheduled, that they've committed to going to UMG Dallas. So this is where it comes into play. I think that MLG and UMG obviously didn't work together. I've heard different stories from different media chats and things like that, that, you know, maybe UMG Jeff didn't really think ahead and didn't really contact them, and he didn't schedule well, or, you know, then there's just the public rumor that, you know, MLG just wants to monopolize Call of Duty and all that. And I really think it's somewhere in the middle. I think MLG wants it to be known that they're the big dogs. Obviously they are, and it might always be unless something really changes. They put on the best events usually. But anyway, what all this really comes down to is it's going to be two different events across the country, one in Texas, one in Orlando, Florida, and it's going to separate the community, which I don't think, in my opinion, is good for competitive Call of Duty. And this is where you might, you know, this is all my opinion, you might have a different opinion, so definitely let me know. But here's my thoughts. So, you know, competitive Call of Duty has definitely taken leaps and bounds since I was on the pro scene in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Like, there's, you know, we had like 45 teams tops and things. These guys are selling out 152, 160 team tournaments. You have to get them early. The attendance and the views on the live stream are just crazy. Like, they've never been like that before. So it's obviously growing. But in the larger scale of things, Call of Duty is nowhere near League of Legends or Dota or any of those kind of staple esport games that the big sponsors are a part of. And I really think that, I know their UMG and MLG are in one way competitors, but they need to work together because it will help them both in the end. I think that somehow something needs to be rescheduled, which I honestly do not think will happen. I think that they'll be on the same event, and that's my fear. But I really wish something would be done about it so it wouldn't split up the Twitch views. It won't split up like the attendance. You know, I know that the full sale is invitation only, so all the teams that don't get invited are going to go to UMG. But it's gonna hurt views. It's gonna, you know, both events are gonna be on at the same time. Commentators are gonna be at different events, and it's just, I feel like it's not to the level where you have 100,000 people watching every single event. Yeah, I think we're at like 50,000. I think that it really should be one event. Something should be changed. I know it's not because they already have the places rented out or anything, but I just think it's a bad look. I think they need to work together in the future to make sure this doesn't happen again. I mean, how great would it have been to have the Full Sail Invitational one weekend, then the next weekend we watch the UMG Championships, and then shortly after Gfinity, and then the WESC Championships, and then Columbus, you know, and then all of a sudden there's all these big events with all the big teams, and people will become more and more familiar with the players who aren't already, and it just grows. From there, the popularity grows and everything. everything basically good happens, and everything we've wanted from competitive Call of Duty in the last years starts to really happen. But that's just really my 2 cents on that. I really just hope that it's better planned in the future. I know MLG is the big dog, as I said earlier, quote unquote, but UMG is definitely catching up. UMG is putting on good tournaments and things, and that's really good. So I hope that definitely in the future they talk it over and really discuss like their tournaments and when they are. Maybe post them a little ahead of time. I know that it's only an invitational, so it's not like 150 teams had to make reservations or anything, but you know, 2 weeks notice or even a month's notice to get a plane ticket to go to Orlando, Florida from wherever you live is not cheap. I know most of them have sponsors, but I don't know, maybe just future like an advance notice or anything. Therefore, that way they don't even really have to contact UMG. UMG just knows, anything like that. But that's all that I really have to say about that. That's my 2 cents. Like I said, this is a gameplay I got. This was actually my first game of the day that I got. Really good gameplay. It's hardpoint on standoff, my favorite game type. I love to use the AR. I've been trying to get more SMG gameplays, and I just get mad. I hate using the SMG in this game, which is funny because I've always been a dominant SMG player. Not dominant in the sense that I just rape everyone, majority of the people, but that I've always been a heavy SMG player. It's always been my gun of choice, and in this game, it's not that the SMGs are bad, I just don't have one that I really like. I'm not a big fan of the MSMC. I like the MP7 the best, probably, as I've said in other videos, but still, there's just something about it. I really liked the what's it called? The UMP. I'm sorry. I really liked the UMP in Modern Warfare 2. I really liked the MP5 and the P90 in Call of Duty 4. In Black Ops, I liked the AK-74U before it was nerfed. So things like that. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for Modern Warfare 3, so I can get some, or I'm sorry, for Call of Duty Ghosts, so I can get some more faster-paced gameplays. Actually, in this game, I cut off the first few minutes because I play really slow. I tend to, at the beginning of league play, kind of play a little selfish, not the right way, but I know I'm a good player, and I kind of just adjust and do whatever my team needs to win because I hate losing. I hate losing more than I love winning. And so I just go from there and see where it takes me. But that's going to wrap up this gameplay. Definitely let me know what you think about the MLG and the UMG situation and what we can do, you know, to make sure this doesn't happen again. Tell me if you were a player, you know, if you were invited to both events, which one would you go to, the Invitational or the UMG event that offered more money? I think right now it's definitely the one going with more money. So rate, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. I think I'm only at 45 subscribers right now, but I said at 150 I'll be giving away some prizes. So definitely let me know what you think. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.